There's something special about hunting in Namibia. The wide open spaces, the endless dunes, and the feeling of freedom you get when you breathe in that dry desert air. This trip was a little different for me. I couldn't take my own rifle over the border due to time constraints, so I had to use an old 308 Winchester belonging to the local farmer, a classic rifle with its own story. Our destination, a family farm, deep in the Namibian Kalahari, and my target, the mighty Oryx. We left early on Thursday. My family and friends packed into the vehicles. The road seemed to stretch forever, miles of gravel and dust, until we finally arrived at the farm. That night, we sat under the stars, talking about the days ahead and the adventure that awaited us. The next morning, we took the old Toyota Land Cruiser out to a pan to zero the rifle. The 308 felt solid, old school, reliable. I bought my FX2 ballistic chronograph to check the speed and ballistic coefficient. Numbers matter in the field, especially when the shot might be far. After a few tweaks here and there, she was shooting straight and true. With the rifle ready, we were on the move again. We knew it could be a long day, so we headed to a nearby dam for a proper Namibian braai. While the family enjoyed the food, I set up the Element Optics app using the data from the chronograph. This gave me a solid idea of how the rifle would perform at different ranges. I also synced the information to my Element Optics Titan rangefinder, but I knew when the moment came, there'd be no time to range. It would have to be quick. Back on the Land Cruiser, as we began our search, we scanned the horizon. Then there it was, a lone Oryx, broadside and looking at us. I stared at the rifle, one deep breath, squeezed the trigger, and the shot was perfect. The Oryx dropped instantly. The 308 has done its job.
Again. Yeah, got him. Probably about 250, 300 meters. Nice.
The 308 didn't disappoint. A perfect shot and straight down. The Oryx was quickly gutted and ready to be loaded on the truck. Work started immediately.
Done. Full of blood.
With the Oryx loaded, we drove to the top of a high sand dune. The view stretched out for miles. Endless waves of red sand under the deep blue sky. The kids played in the sand while we sat back and soaked it all in. We didn't stay for long because we still had a lot to do. Back at the farmhouse, it was time for the real work, slaughtering the Oryx. By nightfall, the smell of fresh Oryx fillet on the braai filled the air. There's nothing like sharing a meal from the day's hunt with your friends and family. The next morning, it was just the men. No cameras, no distractions. We headed out quietly and spotted another Oryx, this time at 300 meters. I adjusted, aimed and sent a shot. The 308 spoke again.
Hit them.
And once more, the Oryx went down cleanly. A perfect end to the weekend. Hunting in Namibia isn't just about the animals. It's about the people you share it with, the land you walk on, and the moments you remember forever. This trip had it all. Family, friends, good food, and the thrill of the hunt. And that old 308, she earned a special spot in my memories. My grandmother always said, all good things come to an end. So with that, I say thank you for watching, please subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.